And now we just have new year, new month, end of week. I guess you can consider it like a real estate weekend. It's like the first of the real estate week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is like the Super Bowl for real estate agents, right?
Essentially.
All right. Did your resolutions fail already?
Nope.
Fantastic. Do you want to share what you did for your resolutions?
I don't set resolutions because why am I going to start at the first of the year? Why
Exactly.
not start it when I think about it?
That was my thought as I was driving towards the office this morning is if you set resolutions for New Year's first, I know you're going to fail because if you really wanted to change, you'd have started that shit weeks ago.
Good morning.
Hi, Samuel.
I haven't seen you guys since last year, I feel like.
Man, I was waiting for somebody.
I've, you know what? I was waiting to do that. How are we now?
How are you doing? How are you now?
Good.
Oh, not so bad. And you?
There we go.
Not so bad. And you?
Pitter patter.
Let's get at her. There is something I want to talk about today. And is that why is the cost of tea in China affecting me?
Is it?
I'll tell you one thing though. Just one thing, Them Canadian gooses, majestic, majestic birds. All right, we're getting some people logging in, which means I knew we'd have a little bit of a New Year's hangover. So it's just like, come on, guys, let's wake up, let's do something. Let's get with the time.
Good
What are
morning.
your celebration? Something you're proud of? Good morning, Audra.
I'm proud that I'm still encouraged to do a good new year and do better than last year. So
Okay,
more success for next year.
more
I mean,
success
this
for
year, now.
this year. Okay, for now.
Nice.
Love that.
That is a good one.
More, please.
It's a beautiful day today, too.
That's nice out. You got a new listing, Dan?
You got a new listing went live yesterday, or it's going live today. It went coming soon
Sweet.
yesterday. Already got a showing on it for today. We're gonna get it sold today too. Like, let's just do it. Let's get everything sold. Got a new buyer wants to come look at one of my other listings. I knew this was gonna happen. It happens every year. It's like the last couple weeks of the year, everyone's just waiting for the new year. I don't know why.
Yep.
Guys, nothing happens between yesterday or 2 days ago and today. Nothing. A bunch of people get drunk in New York, watch something fall from a building. We all sleep in a little longer than we probably should, but nothing changes. Except for you're going to write the wrong year a few times if you're handwriting the date.
Right.
The only thing that changes is things that we put action to. But psychologically, consumerism follows buyers' confidence. And for some reason, the new year brings with it new confidence. Let's capitalize on that. What are we seeing in mortgage applications? Are we seeing an increase or a decrease in the last?
Major increase. Increase.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been interesting.
What is
I
that? What is
think,
that going to mean for us moving into
well,
the
there's kind of,
season?
yeah, there's definitely two ways to look at that. I think um so applications alone are not indicative of sales because of like where rates have been at for the last 2.5 years. I think there's a large portion of the uptake of mortgage applications that are for direct refinances, which is good. I mean, that, it increases affordability for current homeowners, what it does for new homeowners, there is probably still going to be an increase, but only time is going to tell. I think the first week and a half of January is really telling as far as the buyer market. But yeah, the uptick in mortgage applications, we've had a pretty consistent increase week over week in this uptick since like the beginning of January, or sorry, December. And a lot of that's been cash consolidation. And rate and term refinances. But I do think we see a higher uptick in buyers as well. And that's aside from anything that happens at the executive level. So
it's basically the same, huh? Nothing changed.
no, I do think we will see an uptick in buyers. I mean, the reality is, going from like we were at one point, I think the average mortgage being written was in the mid sevens, and we're down a point and a half below that. It might not seem like a lot because some of us have mortgages that were in the fours and twos and all this crazy stuff. A point and a half difference in rate is still a pretty significant amount, and so and we've also seen housing prices not soften in some areas, but really plateau and stop this crazy year-over-year climb that we saw due to COVID. So I think that those two things, combined, really play into affordability quite a bit as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, what, it might not feel like this for everyone, but economic data has been really positive. Like we had growth. I mean, there are things that are positive that are heading in the right direction. So I do think that all that stuff plays into it. The price of tea in China is an interesting one, though. We could jump into that a little bit further because there are still things that exterior factors that impact our day-to-day lives and how people transact and whether or not they buy or sell a house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The cost of goods and services influence consumerism at its total. But where are we going to win? Where are we going to help people say, you know what? I think I'm paying too much in rent. Let's look at buying a house and getting them to Sam. Here's the thing, guys. This is a 100% sales pitch. Sam comes to you every week and pours value into you. Those of you who didn't even show up the Friday after Christmas, Sam was there. Eric and I were there. So he shows up. So let's give him some opportunities to talk to your buyers or your potential buyers. I'll tell you, he knows his stuff. Plus, people seem to like him. So my goal this year is to get Sam more business, which means giving you more business. That's where we're going to win. That's where we're going to win, is getting more people in front of somebody that can help them understand the financials around buying and selling a house. If you're going to buy something, you're going to want to have some information. Most buyers don't just, I'm going to buy a house today. They do their research, and they usually do research 6 to 9 months before ever making something. So if they're not ready today, tell them that. You know what? Most buyers aren't. Typically, I see buyers that are getting their information together well before they ever make a decision. So why don't you have a chat with my lending team and find out exactly what this looks like for you so that you can go into this next season fully prepared and well-informed? Can you do that? Is that an easy conversation to have?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
A lot of you have people in your database right now that are, I'm just thinking. I'm not ready to make a decision yet. That's fine. Don't fight them, write them, but learn how to get people connected with the people that will help convert. You don't have to get them to say yes. You just have to get them to talk to Sam. And Sam's going to ask a whole bunch of questions, find out a whole bunch of information, and go, you know what? This is actually going to be pretty easy. And just that one sentence unlocks most buyers' reluctancy. Erica, do you have bricks on your ceiling?
Sorry, yes.
That's so pretty. It's so
Oh, thank you.
Erica's house is very pretty from the 7-foot mark up.
You're so sweet. Thank you.
What we see.
I forgot it was garbage day.
It's always garbage day. We get the garbage in minds. But Sam, do you want to add anything to that little pitch?
No, I mean, I think that was really good. I think that, yeah, the one thing that I will say, and this might be kind of counterproductive, but I have said you're not ready yet to, pardon my French, but a shit ton of people. So don't be afraid that I am just, push someone into a situation that they're not ready for. I truly am passionate about what I do. And I think that, the first generational wealth building is a passion of mine. For those of you that don't know my entire story, I'm one of 8 kids. We were homeschooled, lived under the poverty level for most of my childhood. And I am, and it wasn't anything to do with anyone. It just was the decisions that my parents made, probably for the best for us growing up. Learned a lot of really cool things, but my passion in this career was first generation wealth building, teaching people how to bootstrap their way into success and actually build a future for themselves and their children, build a legacy. And real estate is one of the best tools for doing that. So as part of that process, I understand the importance of making that first purchase and the timing of it and setting the foundation correctly. You don't want to build a house on sand. So for me, it's more important that someone walks into homeownership of their first house with confidence and with the ability to go out and get the next one. I never want to put someone in a situation where they become house poor. So I've said no to more people than I've said yes to. I mean, that's probably not super crazy of a fact, but it's important to know that because I'm not a pushy salesperson. I truly come at this from an education standpoint. I think that the more we understand about the process, the better we are. And that actually leads me to a win I should have shared early in the call, but 2026, me and my partner are launching 2 different schools. If you guys are not familiar with Skool, it's a super cool platform, Skool, but it's going to be around that. One of them is for people that are transitioning from, having a 9 to 5 to retirement and looking at how to kind of save equity and turn that into a happy and healthy retirement. And the other one is around using that first home as your leaping pad or launching pad for real estate investing and building a portfolio. So 2026 is going to be an awesome year. I love being part of this. I love being able to share your guys' stories and successes and help you any way I can. So yeah, let's get this.
Great.
Skool is super cool. I'm just going to throw that out there again. You
Yeah.
guys need to check this out if you've not heard of it.
Is it like a website or Zoom?
It's a website. It's like a social platform. So basically, the creators kind of saw the flaws in our current education system, and it's a cool platform for entrepreneurs, for people who have a wealth of knowledge. I mean, you can hop on there and learn how to fly fish or learn how to I don't know, make canned goods or learn just anything you can think of, but it's by people for people. Really, really cool platform. So and it's gaining a ton of popularity across the nation, which is rad to see.
Okay. What is called skool.com or what?
Yeah, here, let me find the link and I'll put it in the chat, the actual link.
Yeah, Skool.
Yeah, that's it. Super.
It's a real intuitive, like learning platform portal. Like it's pretty neat.
Yeah, and you join a community. So like right now I just pulled up and there's a pickleball. So you can learn about pickleball for all those that want to play with no idea how to play pickleball. But then you join a community and you meet other people in your area that are also learning about pickleball. And you're like, shoot, now I can go play pickleball with someone who is not a pro and can learn with me. And it's it's pretty cool. So but our thing, we're gonna, kind of help debunk a lot of things. I think that it's funny, like mortgage education for clients has really been sales focused. So when someone's like, hey, come to my home buyer class or come to my, whatever, it's the client, they know that somewhere in there's going to be a sticky sales approach, and they're going to have to sign up with someone and, get a free Starbucks card, but then ultimately have to make a decision. And I don't want to do that. I want to take the fear of that sales pitch out of it. I mean, if someone's going to buy a house, they're going to buy a house, right? Our job is to position ourselves in a way that we can intercept that, and add value along the way. It's not our job to try and steal that sale. So my goal is to bring more education to this, kind of debunk and demyth this process. And in that process, I'll intercept a lot of people that need help and be able to help them.
Okay.
I love Audra's little. Okay. Love it. She's the only one listening.
I love it. Thank you, Audra.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Do you have your schoolroom available yet, or?
No, I'm hoping by the end of this week.
Okay.
A little bit more of a process to get it set up and everything, but yeah, no, once it's live, I'll definitely share it with you guys, and yeah, you can invite anyone. The goal is to kind of have, so it's a free community. There's obviously a lot of different ways to do the platform, but my vision with this is a free community, and then to have monthly sort of masterminds, live classes, with that month leading up to it, a lot of Q&A, a lot of breaking down scenarios and stories, and help people kind of understand how not to experience the pitfalls.
Yeah. Learn from mistakes of others instead of doing it yourself in a story-based format, because that's how we learn. We don't learn by just memorizing facts and data. We learn through stories that matriculate into visions that we can follow.
Yep.
Facts tell, stories sell. Sam, did you get hit in the head with something?
I don't think so.
The shadowing on the left side of your head makes it look like you have a goose egg right next to your eye between your headphones and stuff. Am I wrong?
No, maybe. I don't think so, though. Let me see. Look at this.
No.
If I did get hit in the head, it was a good one, because I don't remember getting hit in the head.
Just keep talking. You see it?
Right here.
Yeah.
Oh no! When I wrestled with the boys last night. Maybe I do. Actually, I do. That feels kind of tender.
So it was a good one. It wasn't good. Too much the fact you don't know what happened. The boys won by headbutting. All right.
Yeah. No, I wrestle with them all the time. And then my wife showed me this video like a week ago about how kids that wrestle with their dad have a higher IQ or some shit. I don't know. I'm like, well, I mean, they're be smart, I guess. But oh man, they're getting to the age now where they can if they want to, they can whoop on me.
The only problem is you're getting dumber.
How old are they?
6 and 10.
Oh yeah. They can
It's
get
pretty fun.
at the same time, huh?
Yeah. That's the only way to do it.
Let's talk about some things. Let's set a path forward for the next 42 to 52 Fridays. I'm not going to make Sam come to every Friday, because sometimes Sam's going to be on vacation, and you guys know how I feel about vacations. If you're on vacation, be on vacation. If that rule doesn't apply to me, stop it, Jim.
Yeah.
It doesn't apply to me either.
I want to see some intentionality around the conversations we have here. Fridays are scripted for having Sam to help bring more knowledge and expertise around the financing world, bringing him situations, difficult clients, how do you do's, how do you don'ts, and understanding how we can navigate this treachery a little bit easier. On top of that, I also want to introduce a lot more conversations for you guys specifically on what you need to do to be able to buy an investment property. Maybe it's here locally or around the area that you service. Maybe it's not. But I think that the more conversations we have around that, the better it's going to be, and the more likely it is for you to purchase a cash flowing asset. I want to create wealth this year, not just for myself, but for everyone around me. More money, more money, more money equals do what you want, when you want, with who you want. That sounds like freedom to me.
Yes.
I love that you didn't say flip.
Yeah.
I don't want to flip.
I don't either.
I want to own everything. I got a jealous bug the other day, and I typically don't. I really don't care what other people are doing, but this one got me. And this guy named Chaz, who used to be an agent with us for a long time, got into real estate, started doing the home health care things, and sold out his home health care programs, and then went and bought a 42 unit apartment complex. I'm like, man, I want that. I want to see a building and say that's mine.
Mm-hmm.
If you make $100 a door on your rentals, fantastic, because that's cash flow. But if you got 42 of them, that's fantastic. I just looked at one of my rentals that this morning I had to update to a month because it ends the end of this month. I've made $52,000 from that place.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. $52,000 that I wouldn't have had by just selling and just offloading it.
Right.
Now I had to pay the mortgages,
Plus
stuff like that, but that's all going towards buy down.
But you also had your tax, strategies built into that. You also had equity gain. You also, there's so
Yeah.
much more than just gross income.
Absolutely. And that's what I want you guys to know. I want you to be excited about making $1 a month on an investment property. Well, Dan, I put $60,000 into it. I'm not making any cash flow. No, you put $60,000 into an asset generating savings account. A savings account that makes you money, saves you taxes, gives you write-offs. A bank account doesn't do that. On top of it, you're making yourself financially more sound for the long run. Are you tracking your income? Are you tracking your expenses? Are you tracking the things that you need to have every single day? Right? A little bit about me, guys. I make about $12,000 a month without raising a finger.
Wow.
My overall net or things that I need to spend every month is about 15 grand. So I have just a little bit further to go before I'm wealthy. Wealthy is a definitive point in your life where your passive income handles your active liabilities. Meaning the money you get from your rentals, your investments, the things that you do every day, that you don't have to do, sorry, the things you don't have to do every day, pay for the stuff you do to live. I have about a $3,000 delta before all of my bills are covered by assets or businesses. Wealthy is the ability to stop doing what you're doing and still make your life work. It has taken me a long time to get there. And that is currently from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different streams of income. And one of them is $26 a month.
Yep.
What is financial freedom to you? Financial freedom is having the money to do what you want, when you want, with who you want.
Yep.
We're not going to talk about Sam. I know his liquidity situation is a little different than mine.
That's my plan for this year, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry, $16,785 a month is what my net output is.
So in 5 minutes, what's the formula for finding the perfect rental property?
A lot in there already.
Is it close to where you operate? Can you rent it out for its monthly payment or close by? And do you have the income to, or do you have the resources to buy it?
Why is
Maybe-
close by a necessity? Or is that just a personal necessity?
Close by for me, because I like to self-manage.
Save a little money.
Because I mean, if I'm
Yeah.
driving that way already, I want to be close by it. Like all of my rentals are in my old neighborhood, my mom's old neighborhood, or close by my house. Like they're all within the same corridor. I have a bunch of what we call fractal ownership, where I have ownership with a couple other people, in houses in Alabama, in Louisiana, in Tennessee, stuff like that. But I'm not the sole owner. For me, I want to be able to look at it, put hands on it, drive by it, because I don't trust other people that I'll get to a point here in the next couple years, and probably very soon, where I'll have to leverage off management. Someone else. That's also my wife's job. She will start becoming that. She manages our short-term rentals. But we talk about that. Okay, this is why we do it. It's not just because I want to get rich from one property. It's $100 here, $100 there, $200 here. But you don't look at it as, oh, I'm making $100. No, it's somebody is paying down your mortgage. And in the last 2.5 years on that one property, I've got multiple properties that I've had tenants in for longer than 2 years. They're just paying down my mortgage, which increases my wealth every month, right? It increases my assets. Millionaires are not millionaires because they have $1 million in the bank. Can someone other than Sam and Jim tell me why millionaires are millionaires?
They make their money work for them.
Not always. That's an investor. But the definition of a millionaire, and people want to be, I want to be a millionaire. What does that mean?
You have $1 million?
Nope. I just said that. They don't have $1 million in the bank.
Oh, okay.
You
All right.
seem confident the bit over here.
Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, I say a millionaire is judged by their net worth.
Yep. The millionaire, to be a millionaire is your total assets, what you own, assets. This is cars, houses, stocks, bonds, gold, bullion, right? Boats, everything. Minus what you owe. This is your debts, your liabilities, your loans. That bottom number, that is your net worth. Millionaires are millionaires when their net worth hits 7 digits. So if you've got $5 million in assets and $6 million in debts, are you a millionaire?
No.
Negative millionaire.
You're a negative millionaire. But if you have 10 houses that are $500,000 each, right? It's $5 million in real estate. And there's loans on them for 5, maybe 6 of them. But then you have 3 or 4 that are paid off. Then you get, in 10 years from now, you'll have 5 or 6 that are paid off. And then 15 years from now, you'll have 11 or 12 that are paid off. And then 20 years from now, you have 40 houses. Because every year you buy more and you invest more and you get more. That's what I want to talk with Sam about, is I want you guys to unlock that thinking and saying, okay, here's an opportunity. This might be an opportunity. I don't know if it is or not. Bring it to the call. Let's talk about it. A lot of people are afraid to talk about investments because you want to be this proud and holistic individual. I should know this. I don't want to talk about this to seem stupid. No, I want you to say, I don't know if this is a deal or not. Let's talk about it. And then it's I don't know how to do this deal. Let's talk about it. A lot of people don't know you can buy multiple houses. Let's talk about it. Some of you are on the call long enough to remember my daughter thought it was illegal to own multiple houses. I was like, honey, if that's the case, we're felons.
It's coming to California, by the way.
Oh,
So let's not buy in California.
Mhm.
I'm just kidding. It doesn't sound like I'm kidding, but I'm just kidding.
But I want this conversation to be something that we have constantly. Wealth does not build itself by accident. Having a great lending team, having a great financial IQ, having the people around you that want to see you succeed and help you get there is what does. My parents made about $200,000 a year collectively together, most of the 90s and 2000s. When they split up, they had to split one asset. And what was that?
The house?
The marital home. That's it. That's sick. My wife and I have been married for 3 years, coming up on 3 years in February. I better get some gifts from every one of you. February 3rd.
Mhm.
We've been married for 3 years, and in the last 5 years that we've been back into what we're doing, we have more assets now that we need to set up a trust and set up situations and LLCs and create this. And her and I don't make $200,000 a year. Actually, she doesn't make $200,000 a year. But it's because we're intentional. We sit down and we plan, we talk about it. We get educated around it. And I guarantee my kids will go and do more than me. You guys are part of that. I want you to do more than me. I want you to go out there and find houses that are opportunities. Maybe it's a flip. Maybe it's a long-term hold. I hope it's a long-term hold because that's where wealth comes from. If you don't own a house yourself yet, this is an opportunity. Maybe that becomes step one. I know people that still rent but still own houses. So, Sam, are you in?
I'm here. I'm in.
I'm in. You guys in?
I'm
Oh, yeah.
in. Mhm.
One thing I'll say, I guess I kind of misspoke earlier when I said, kind of bootstrap my way here. The reality of it is, I owe a lot of my success to people that are far more successful than me, sharing me their wins and their losses, and picking up that knowledge. So that's my way to pay it forward, is to help other people kind of like avoid the pitfalls and learn from the mistakes and the wins. So yeah, I owe a lot of my success to people that are far more successful than me, sharing that wealth.
Mhm.
And that's what I want to do, guys. I want to plug you into people that are going to help you get there. All you have to do is show up consistently. I'm committed to it. You guys know that. Hell, I'm the second most consistent person on this call. If you figure out who that first one is, I'll see you guys on Monday. All right. Sam, thank you for always. Sorry to take your call, but I wanted to set precedent for this year. I want to set expectations. These are the standards we're going to live by this year, guys. 2026 is going to look like nothing else unless we change it to look like nothing else.